On the Market Day Report, I'm Marlon Bowling with you. I want to run through a few cotton numbers, if I could. When we get the crop progress report yesterday from USDA, they kept the national numbers for corn, soybeans, and cotton all the same. That's the national numbers. Wanted to dive into the states here for production, if I could. And the top 10 producing states, starting with the top 5. Texas is the biggest producer, and they did decline 1 point in their good to excellent rating, down to 47% this past week. Georgia went down 1%. That's actually, it should be 1% lower at 63%. Mississippi went down 1 percentage point. They're down to 56%. Now, Alabama went up a couple of points. North Carolina went up a couple of points in their good to excellent rating. What about the other states that produce cotton? Well, amazingly, we had a big change in the California condition. They went up 5 percentage points, but they have been chopping back and forth about 10 points per week, up or down. So now they're kind of splitting the difference this week. Arkansas went up 4 points, 77% good to excellent this week. Missouri up 6 points at 43%. Oklahoma stayed unchanged. Arizona went down 1 point at 91%. That's still a very good rating overall. But of course, you know, you consider in the Southwest, there has to be a lot of irrigation in some areas. So let's go to the trading floor and see what's going on in the crop markets on the trading floor in Chicago, where we have Todd Bubba Horwitz standing by. He's with BubbaTrading.com. Todd, kind of a sour note on the grain trade as they got things rolling today, and that was directly opposite to how we finished the day yesterday. What are you hearing from traders on the floor?
Good morning, Marlon. Well, I think we're seeing some actually natural reaction. I mean, yesterday's action was, lower, and then we closed higher overnight. They were whippy, and now we're seeing, I think, the actual direction. I think beans are leading the way. I think that we've got to see $10 in Novi beans before we start to see a much bigger up move. I still am very bullish the grain space in general. I'm actually looking to buy corn and wheat in these levels now. But soybeans, in my opinion, they need to come down and trade that $10 level. I think that's a key technical spot that I've been looking for, just like I was waiting for 10.20. Now, if we can get there, I think it'll be a very good year. I think one of the things that's gotten in the way here is we've been too involved in trying to guess and play the weather, and there's been too much speculation, which at the end of the day puts more pressure on the space once it fails. So now I think if we can get this actual move and get it to fill down to 10, I think we have a very good second half of the year coming up.
So in your opinion, are they trading more of the report numbers today or the weather outlook?
Well, I think what they're actually trading is the residue from the weather when they tried to buy them up, and I think you're still seeing sellers that were stuck long that are now trying to get out, and I think that's why you're seeing such heavy action to the downside. Interesting
stuff. All right, let's run through the prices. We'll take a look here. We'll start with the corn. And right now on September corn, well, we're still down 11 cents at 3.46, and December currently down 10.5 at 3.52 3/4. Meanwhile, in the soybean trade, big steep losses there today. August down 24 1/4 at 10.54. September down 24 1/4. November down 28 1/4 at 10.38 per bushel. That's 2 cents from our low of the day. But I will remind you, we opened up similar to this yesterday and turned around and went higher. So don't forget about that. On the wheat trade in Chicago, we have September currently trading at 4.18. That's down 11.5 cents on the day. On Kansas City wheat, we have September there trading at 4.10 1/4 per bushel. That's down 9 3/4. In the Minneapolis spring wheat market, we have the September down 7 1/4 at 4.90 3/4. And turning to that cotton market, while we have a chance here, we were talking about the conditions around the country. Kind of status quo. December new crop currently 6 points higher at 74.01 cents per pound, just barely above 74 cents. We'll come back and talk more with Todd Bubba Horwitz. He's in